Imagine a world without borders, a time when a single thread could connect empires, and a whisper of an idea could travel thousands of miles across deserts and mountains. This wasn't a digital network. This was the Silk Road, the world's first great superhighway of trade, culture, and innovation. It wasn't just about exchanging goods, it was about exchanging futures, shaping the very course of human history. For centuries, this legendary network was the pulsating artery of the ancient world, and its story is one of ambition, adventure, and the incredible power of human connection. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an epic journey back in time to uncover the secrets of the most famous trade route ever known. Our story begins over 2,000 years ago, in the heart of the mighty Han Dynasty in China. The world was captivated by a single, luxurious product, Chinese silk. Its creation was a fiercely guarded secret, and its shimmering texture was worth more than gold in the opulent courts of the West, especially in the Roman Empire. This insatiable demand created an opportunity. The ambitious Emperor Wu of Han, a visionary leader, saw a world beyond his borders. He dispatched a diplomat and explorer named Zhang Qian on a daring mission westward. Officially, his quest was to forge a military alliance against the nomadic Xiongnu tribes. But unofficially, Zhang Qian's journey would pry open the door to the West, sparking a chain reaction of discovery and trade that would change the world forever. His perilous expedition, filled with captures and escapes, lasted for more than a decade. He may not have found the allies he sought, but what he brought back was far more valuable: detailed knowledge of the sophisticated civilizations, rich markets, and unknown lands that lay to the west. He spoke of powerful horses, exotic fruits, and thriving cities. The Han court was electrified, the path was set, the potential was clear, and the Silk Road was about to be born from this single, courageous journey into the unknown. With the pathways established, the Silk Road entered its golden age. Imagine the sight: colossal caravans, sometimes stretching for miles, with thousands of back-churned camels, the ships of the desert, laden with precious cargo. From the east came the star of the show, lustrous silk, but also porcelain, tea, and paper, a revolutionary invention that would transform communication and knowledge. Traveling westward, these caravans moved like slow, winding rivers through some of the planet's most extreme environments. They crossed the unforgiving Taklamakan Desert, a place whose name chillingly means you go in, but you don't come out, and navigated the treacherous mountain passes of the Pamirs, the roof of the world. As these caravans pushed west, they reached legendary oasis cities, vibrant hubs of life that sprung up along the route. Picture the bustling marketplaces of Samarkand, Kashgar, and Bukhara. The air is thick with the scent of exotic spices from India's cinnamon, pepper, and ginger. You hear a symphony of languages as merchants from every corner of the known world haggle and trade. Persian traders with their fine carpets and glassware, Saudian middlemen who were the masterminds of the route, Indians with their precious gems and cotton, and Romans offering gold, silver, and wine. These weren't just commercial centers, they were melting pots of humanity. Here, goods were just one part of the exchange. Ideas traveled just as swiftly as the caravans. This is how Buddhism journeyed from India, finding fertile ground in China and transforming its spiritual landscape. Philosophies, scientific knowledge like astronomy and medicine, and artistic styles blended, creating a unique, hybrid culture all along the route. Technologies that we now take for granted, like papermaking and the compass, made their way from east to west, laying the groundwork for renaissances and revolutions continents away. The Silk Road wasn't just a trade route, it was the world's first internet, a physical network connecting minds and fostering a shared human experience on an unprecedented scale. But let's not romanticize this journey. The life of a Silk Road traveler was anything but easy. It was a constant battle against the elements and human threats. The sheer scale of the geography was daunting. Caravans faced blistering heat in the summer and bone-chilling cold in the winter. Sudden sandstorms could appear out of nowhere, burying entire caravans in minutes. Fresh water was a constant concern, with oases sometimes days apart. Crossing the high-altitude mountain passes meant dealing with thin air, snow, and the risk of avalanche. Survival was a skill in itself, requiring deep knowledge of the land and incredible endurance, and then there were the human dangers. The vast, ungoverned territories between cities were rife with bandits. These weren't just petty thieves. They were organized groups who saw the wealthy caravans as easy targets. An attack could mean losing everything: goods, camels, and even your life. To protect themselves, merchants traveled in large, well-armed groups, but the threat was ever-present. Political instability was another major challenge. The Silk Road passed through numerous kingdoms and territories. A war, a change in leadership, or a sudden increase in taxes could shut down a section of the route for years, forcing caravans to find new, often more dangerous, paths. Disease was also a silent and deadly travel companion. Close contact in crowded caravanserais and the movement of people across continents meant that illnesses could spread rapidly along the trade routes, a grim foreshadowing of future global pandemics. Every single merchant, monk, and diplomat who traveled this road was a survivor, a risk-taker whose courage and resilience kept this vital global connection alive against all odds. So what happened to this incredible network? The decline of the Silk Road was not a single event, but a slow process driven by several factors. The rise of powerful maritime trade routes, championed by European explorers, offered a faster, cheaper, and often safer way to transport goods. Why risk the desert when you could sail the seas? The political landscape also shifted dramatically. The fragmentation of the Great Mongol Empire, which had once secured and policed the entire route, led to increased instability and danger. As powerful empires like the Ottomans rose, they controlled key choke points and made overland trade more difficult. The web of connections that had held for centuries began to unravel. Yet, to say the Silk Road simply ended is to miss the point entirely. Its legacy is all around us. It's in the food we eat, the languages we speak, and the religions we practice. This ancient network was the first true experiment in globalization. It proved that different cultures could not only coexist, but enrich one another through exchange. It demonstrated that prosperity and innovation are often born from collaboration and an openness to new ideas. The Silk Road laid the physical and conceptual groundwork for the interconnected world we live in today. It's a powerful reminder that our histories are not separate, but deeply intertwined, woven together like the fine threads of silk that first inspired this incredible human endeavor. The spirit of the Silk Road, that desire to explore, to connect, and to share, continues to inspire us, reminding us of our shared past and our shared future. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this exploration of the Silk Road, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into our incredible past. Let me know in the comments what ancient civilization you'd like to see next. Until then, stay curious.